No? Yes. I'm back. Okay. What the hell's going on? Weird. Good morning, everybody. I've arrived. I just walked in the door. Would you like to see my breakfast? Whatnot has down all morning. Well, what the hell? I pushed the show just for you, Tranquility. Good morning. It's been glitchy earlier. Do I want a cupcake for breakfast or an apple pie? Whatnot updated via California time. Yeah, what the hell? Hello, everyone. Girl. I need a cupcake, duh. Okay, thank you for deciding for me. This fly has got to get out of here. I'm cold. I'm gonna put my sweatshirt on for it. All right. All morning, if you have an iPhone, did you bite them? That's what she said. No, I haven't bit anything yet. I just got back. I went to the dentist this morning. Look how shiny my teeth are. Hate the dentist. I have another appointment in 2 weeks, and then another appointment 2 weeks after that. But I went like a grown-up, like the good grown-up that I am. And then I went and got my nails done. And I'm going to ask you something quick before he gets here, because I feel like at some point he's going to be here. I got my nails done. And then right after I got my nails done, I wanted this Celsius. You go every 3 months? Good for you. Yes, the debit card is crying. And I already broke a nail because I'm a lady, clearly. And it made me think. I went on a date last weekend. And when we were at the place, when they handed you your drink, it wasn't open. And at not one point did this man offer to open my drink for me. I broke it trying to open my drink. I tried to open it with a lighter and I couldn't do it. Epic fail. I thought about it this morning when I broke a nail already trying to open my Celsius. Okay. Anyway, good morning, friends. What would you like to talk about today? People driving slow by my shop. What are you doing? Good morning, CLB. Use a quarter. That would be smart. Caitlin, Jamie. I'm not all moved. And I'm closing in a week from today. You want to film lesson? I would love. What should cross your mind as a gentleman? I would love to answer your shipping question. Let me sit. Thank you. I'm closing a week from today. At least you finally got a date. Facts. My issue isn't getting them. My issue is wanting to go on them. This is a Hostess cupcake for breakfast. Hostess cupcake, you gotta eat the bottom. Okay. So you're gonna eat the bottom. And then, I'm gorgeous eating cupcake, thank you. Are you on a date for closing? And then you gotta eat the sides. No, I just didn't want to bring it out. And then you gotta eat the sides. Slow down. I'm gonna set it right here for a minute. Okay. Caitlin, is Mallory ready to go back to school? School starts next week. Isn't that crazy? Lick the cream. Kelly. That's what she said. Okay. Look, black and red. We're going back to school. I want to run postcard show. How do I do shipping? 1 to 3 ounces? I would do 0 to 1. I would do 0 to 1 ounces for a postcard. But it depends. It depends if it's a thick postcard or a thin postcard or a... Copy that. 10-4, good buddy. Okay, so then you eat both sides of the cupcake. Good morning, Sassy. Oh, Sassy, I made your bracelet. I made bracelets. I'm going to put them on my thing for next week. And then all you have left is the middle, right? And then you're going to eat the 2 sides off of it. What the hell is happening here? Important stuff like teaching people how to eat a Hostess cupcake. And then, I saw an actual question. Well, I'll do work stuff. And then I went to the dentist this morning, so now I'm going to enjoy a cupcake. Why do I get messages about getting a refund, but I get my stuff and no one has messaged me about a refund? I don't know the answer to that. I do not eat things from real. Big items, make it buy it now, the rest flat rate. Now what happens if one buyer buys multiple things and won't fit flat rate box? As long as you don't do max shipping, you'll be fine. Then if you don't do max shipping and you sell it separately, it won't combine it. I would put them in cardboard for postcards. If you're going to put them in cardboard, though, they might weigh more than an ounce. So try one, put it in a cardboard, and then see how much it weighs. You're 30 away from 4K. Congratulations. I'm so happy for you. I already follow you, I believe. Oh, I don't. I just followed you. What's up, Thriftworks? Hey. If you have a show, how many hours can you have second show and have shipping combined? You can't. You can't combine shipping for different shows, but you can combine, but you can pause your show. Like you can pause your show and come back. And I believe you can do that for like an hour or something. I mean, you can, but it won't do it for your customers. It'll do it for you. You can combine shipping. I can combine shipping from yesterday's show, today's show when I go to ship it, but it won't give your customers a discount. It'll help me. I've been on for about 5 months now. Any tips on getting viewers? Would you recommend paying to promote? No, I would not recommend paying to promote. I think it's a waste of money. I love you, whatnot, but it's a waste of money. They made over $1 million last year of people paying to promote, and it does nothing. The only thing I could say, and I do have, if you go follow my Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, if you go follow my YouTube, I have lots of videos on shipping, how to do shipping, different things in shipping, but I also have videos on things like that, on how to gain viewers and promote yourself or whatever. But I think the biggest thing is consistency. Schedule your shows and show up every time, no matter what. So when I first started, I did a show every Tuesday, every Thursday, and every other Friday, and still 2.5 years later, my biggest shows are Tuesdays and Thursdays because people know that I'm going to be here. My shipping videos are great. Thank you. I appreciate it. Do you have an Amazon material list to share? I do. Again, if you go to my YouTube, Bonnie messaged me back and said, yes, you can post on the auxiliary site. Okay. I don't want to post on the auxiliary site. I want to post on Facebook. Okay. If you combine shows, do you get shipping credit? No. So that's why, yes, it's the same username everywhere. It's the hodgepodge place everywhere. That's why it's really not worth it for anybody to combine shipping. The only time I do it is if like my weights are a little off, or if I think that like I want to put it all in one box so that it gets there safer or whatever. Okay, so if you go to my YouTube, I'm going to show you a couple things real quick. So this is what it looks like. You're going to see my little owl. It's the Hodgepodge Place. I'm the same name on all platforms. TikTok only if you don't mind swearing. Oh, I got a raid. Thank you so much for the raid. Dee-Dee's. Thank you for bringing your friends over here. I love you. Good morning. How was your show? Everyone getting this gift card giveaway. Thank you. Everyone go follow Dee-Dee's. My favorite subject, shipping. Exactly. So if you go to my videos, if you have shipping questions, there's videos specifically on shipping. But if you want a material list and you go to my videos, if you scroll down to these 2 videos right here, products you need, in that video, you will have linked all of the products that I use on a daily basis. Tape, bubble wrap, boxes, my bubble wrap machine, my label printer, my iPad, video, things that I use every single day are linked in those 2 videos right there. So go take a look at those. Easy click button. Also, I think that the bubble wrap machine is still on sale. And it's amazing and I love it. And if you're going to buy one thing, not the bubble wrap machine, buy the label printer. But if you're going to buy 2, if you're going to splurge for yourself, buy yourself a bubble wrap machine. I hope that helps. I haven't done my first show yet and shipping isn't concerned. Shipping should not be, if you ever sold on every, that's on YouTube. Do you know there's a faster bubble machine? I don't. If you've ever sold on any platform, shipping on whatnot is very easy. Shipping should not be a concern. If the issue, YouTube is the platform I just showed, YouTube. Shipping is very easy. Watch my YouTube, watch my playlist, and it'll show you the couple different videos I have that explain everything you could imagine. I show how to make a custom shipping profile. I show how to do the dollar or the 74-cent shipping. I show, don't skimp when you wrap. But if you've ever sold on other platforms, shipping on Whatnot is very easy. If you've never sold on anything, this is your first time, then I get being worried about shipping. And generally, I give the advice when you start a show, good morning, Zimpress, do not, if you don't change anything, that Whatnot sets you up for success. And if you don't change anything, you're going to be okay. It's when we start changing things and playing around with things that we mess up the shipping, or if you sell it incorrectly. If you sell it correctly, it will ship correctly. I feel like I'm looking very tired today. I am very tired today, but I don't usually look it. You don't need the printer. Dom, feel free. But if the printer, if you are going to buy one thing, I think the printer is going to be the printer is going to be the number one thing that I would purchase. I wish I got it the day I started reselling. It saves you so much money on paper, ink, tape, your sanity. It saves on everything. How do you avoid getting charged shipping on giveaways? You get charged on giveaways no matter what. If you do a giveaway, you have to pay for shipping. But if you do giveaways like this one, $5 gift card, you can do it for 76 cents instead of for whatever. So I do City Beautiful Pickers. You won the giveaway. Label printer. A thermal label printer is by far will save you millions. No, I do not do an e-card. I send you a printed out card in the mail. And this giveaway that I'm going to do right now is going to be for one of my little cards. And I can send this in an envelope and you're going to get it for 76 cents. I do. I have a Polano, P-O-L-O-N-O. It is linked in my YouTube video. The link to the printer that I use. I got on Amazon. It was $69. It is linked in my video. All right, this is going to be for Little Willie. I'm going to give you a Little Willie card. And I have a video. E-cards don't save on shipping because you still have to ship them something. So if you run a giveaway, you have to ship something no matter what. So e-card doesn't matter. I mean, if you are afraid, if you don't know how to set up, you still have to ship something. So this is for a Little Willie card. But you need to send it up, thermal printer summary. You need to set it up with 73-cent shipping. I will show you which video that is. It's a short, actually. And if you go to my shorts, and you scroll down, thank you so much for the raid, Melly Bees. Good morning, Melly Bees. I love you. And you scroll down until you see, keep scrolling. Where are you? It's not that far down. I must have, nope, this guy right here. See that little dude right there, that little Whatnot guy? That is a 2-minute video. That's it. It's 1 minute and 46 seconds. It's been watched 16,000 times, and that will show you how to set up the discounted shipping. That will save you lots of money. It's very easy. The reason I direct you over here, I don't make any money on YouTube. The reason I direct you to my YouTube is a couple things. One, my ADHD is really bad when I'm live. I'm all over the place. I'm answering a million questions. I'm trying to talk to you live. Two, if you're watching another raid, thank you, Vintage Victorian. Thank you for the raid. I followed you. Melissa, how are we not friends? I followed you. We're best friends now. You can't leave. This is Hotel California. You live here now. The reason that I direct you over here is because when you watch these videos on shipping, on products, on whatever, you can pause. You can go back. I do voiceover, so I'm not as chaotic. I'm not all over the place. I take my time and I make specific videos. Hi, Vintage Victorian. How are you? Thank you for being here. Again, if you just watch this playlist, it's like an hour and a half long. It has every video that I've made about YouTube on there, because on my regular one, there's shopping videos and all this other stuff. Whatnot should pay you for your excellent shipping instructions. Thank you. I agree. That's okay. I do it for free for you guys. Like these shows, I make negative money, right? So I give things away and I don't make money. So these shows I do out of the kindness of my heart to help you, because the better you are, the better I am. And I want people, the more people you bring to the platform, the more people have a chance of finding me. And also, I don't want people to get, like, if you are doing things wrong, you paused, didn't know your brain did that. It doesn't. I have to physically, I'm still going. My brain doesn't pause ever, unfortunately. I just pause while I'm talking. when I record, that's why I have to do it, because then I can keep going. I just stop myself and I take a breath and do whatever. But anyway, I do these videos because let's say someone finds Tranquility Antiques, and Tranquility Antiques, who is wonderful, one of my favorite people ever, one of the only people that I've actually slept in bed with that's on this app. She lives in California. It's a story. She's married. She's pregnant too. Congratulations. I love you. Okay, this is Monica, right? Everyone meet Monica. Everyone go follow Tranquility Antiques. I love her. But what if, so jealous, but what if she was a terrible shipper, right? What if she was how do you do that? What if she was like really bad and someone found Tranquility Antiques first and bought something from her, and then they got it and it was broken and damaged and they hate it and they were like, I'm never buying from this app again because everyone sucks. You want to sleep with Monica too? I know, right? Because everyone sucks, right? So I don't want that. I don't want people to get the bad impressions of the app because some people are bad at whatever. So I am here to teach you and to help everyone be better, so that the app will be better, so that I will be better, and that people will find me and love me and stay forever. I've been selling on here for 2.5 years. It'll be 3 ad tests. Don't read this out loud. Oh, I read everything out loud. I love these shows. Thank you. Selfish? No. Me? Am I selfish? I don't think so. I don't. Yeah, we build each other up. Exactly. That's what we do here. So we love cows. So I have been selling on for 2.5 years. My 3-year anniversary will be in October. Sometimes my friends do that on purpose. They write stuff in the red, rising tides, yada, yada. Sometimes my friends write things in the red chat and then I read it out loud, or they'll send me a text message and the text message will come across my screen and I'll read it out, like I just did with my stepmother about posting the thing for the auxiliary. I'm putting on I'm going to go live during this, I think. Maybe I'll go live on TikTok. They make her say almost everything. Exactly. So I'm putting on I'm not selfish. Thank you, Nurse One. I'm putting on a trivia night for the Vets Club. I'm part of the Women's Auxiliary for the Vets Club, and we're trying to raise money. So we're going to do a trivia night. I'm wrong, Burgundy. If you type it, I'm going to say it. Been selling for 2 months and have learned so much from you. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm going to try the 76 cents giveaways today's show. I hope it goes well as well. Again, watch that video. Read this out loud if you think my ass is fat like Nicki Minaj. Hey-o. Why don't you have sellers rewrite the whatnot help instructions? They are bad. Listen, when I first started on this app, I applied to work here. I applied to work for whatnot, and they would not even call me. I'm going to tell you right now, and I say this with all due respect, I'm overqualified to work for this app. I have run multi-million-dollar, I own 2 companies, and I've run $50 million boxes with 300 employees for years. And I couldn't get a call to be customer service for this app. So I gave up. Right? So I don't work for whatnot. I just work for you guys. I'm here to help you. But I do think that I could be, and I used to teach classes and train things, and I taught women in leadership classes and did everything. I would have loved to do that. Now, too late. I'll do it for free, and I'll do my own thing. I love you, whatnot, but you wouldn't even call me back. You had 2 calls, and that's as far as I got. Well, at least you got a phone call. I got a oh well, doesn't matter. If you're a new seller, get on some Ray Trans is a great thing. Yeah, Celsius. I found the kind I like today. Term so much appreciated. Thank you. Their gain is our loss. Exactly. Or their loss, our gain. So I am in a raid train. I do raid trains. I think raid trains are amazing, especially at the beginning. I have stepped back from doing a lot of raid trains because they got to be too much for me. I also wanted my work-home life balance to be a little bit better again. And I didn't want to work on weekends as much. And a lot of the raid trains were on weekends. If you're doing a weekday raid train, I would be interested. But I'm also leaving my building, and that's going to put me behind for a couple weeks. What should double what they pay you? What else should double what they pay me? Well, they pay me 0, so they'll pay me 0.0. Walnut pays me $0. All the money I make is from you guys. Thank you. So thank you for your tips, because that is how I get paid. You're welcome for the gibby, Curly Sue. So I'm in a raid train this weekend for Friday, Saturday. Cherry Bomb Vintage is putting it on with me. I'm doing nothing. I just am clinging to her Take me with you. There's lots of people that put on raid trains. You can also put on your own raid train. But this weekend, go bookmark all of our shows because we're doing a giveaway train. It is just 2 full days of giveaways. A raid train is basically someone picks a topic. So let's say, Shelby Belby is putting on a Dalahala. Dalahala is everything. It's 30 minutes. It's 30 minutes or an hour. I don't know. 30 minutes. Everything you run has to start at $1, but you can run anything. And after you run your 30 minutes, you take your people and you run into it's 10 minutes. Look at that. And you run into the next person. So Friday, me and Cherry Bomb Vintage are putting on a giveaway train. It's 5 minutes. I will start. I will run a giveaway. I will talk about myself for 5 minutes, and then I will take all of my people, all my friends, into the next person, and they will run for 5 minutes, do a giveaway, talk of things, and then they will go to the next person. But if you log on at any time and you see vintage pink shit raid train, there's raid trains for anything. You can make a raid train for anything. It's basically a train, meaning you're just taking your people from one car to the next. You're just going, continue to go on. It's a good way for new people to get followers. It's a good way to get exposure. It's a good way to meet new people, to sell, to get your name out there. So if there's ever any interest, you can put them on and you can ask people to be part of them. I'm so excited. Can't wait for the raid train this weekend. I'm scared to death. Don't be scared. It's going to be amazing. I scheduled myself 10 shows just in case, because there's always people who back out over Simulated Moms raid train. There you go. I love that. Hey, it's me. What's up? Good morning. It's like a relay race, kind of. That's a good way to describe it, Heirloom. It's like a relay race. You're going to pass the baton from one person to the next, and you're going to continue to go, and you're going to help everybody going forward. So it is a good thing to do if you can get on them. I know there are some people who put on new seller raid trains. I sucked at relay races. Me too. But there are people that, Cherry Bomb is just putting on this one. Make sure you follow her. Shelby Belly puts on the Dollar Holla. I think that I think CG Boomerang still has a website where you can sign up for raid trains. But again, I think the best way to get invited to them or be part of them is just make those connections. I was great at relays. I never did track. I did field hockey, basketball, softball. And I was not a runner. And that's why in field hockey, I was the goalie, and in softball, I was the catcher, because those two positions did the least amount of running. Just message the people. Yes. So you can message the people hosting them, or just be part of them and ask who's putting this raid train on, or put your name out there. I'd love to be part of the next one. Something, you were a forward. I was not a forward. I was a goalie. And then I was always, what position can I play where I run the least? That's going to be me. You were play college for 1 year? That's amazing. You were my fullback? That's what she said. Hey-o. I hope that answered your questions about raid trains. I'm sorry I got distracted. I'm not sorry I got distracted, but I get distracted a lot. Here, let's run another little Willy. You want another little Willy? Look how cute it is. I was team manager for soccer. There you go. That's the way to do it. My mouth hurts. I scheduled my first show for next week. Do you have any tips? Okay, this is my biggest tip, and I'm going to sound like an asshole when I say this, but I say this out of love, and I say this because people need to hear it. Lower your expectations. Have high goals. Lower your expectations of your first show, your second show, your third show, okay? So my first show, I sold nothing. My second show, I sold nothing. My third show, I sold nothing. My fourth show, I sold $44. My fifth show, I sold nothing. I didn't sell over $200 till my 12th show. Lower your expectations and be okay talking to yourself. You are not going to have 100 people in your room. You could have just a couple people in your room. You could have no one there. You could have an amazing show and have 50 in there, but you don't know. So just lower your expectations. Prepare to talk to yourself. Yeah, I had no one there. My second show, my fourth show where I finally sold something. My first couple shows, I had a few people in and out, whatever. My fourth show, I had one woman, and I sold her, I'm pretty sure I sold her 40 pieces of clothing for $1 a piece, and brand new, Nike, Under Armour, whatever. And it was just her. So you have to when you think of social media, right? When you think of your favorite YouTuber, your favorite TikToker, your favorite Instagram model, less than 1% of those people found overnight success. This social media selling takes time, it takes effort, it takes a lot more than just logging on. You can't just have good stuff at good prices and think you're going to be amazing. You have to build your community, build your audience, come to shows like this, go to shows every day. When I first started on Whatnot, I was in show. I'm still in shows from the morning till I'm still in shows all day. But when I first started, I was in shows. I was talking. I was making jokes. I was making friends. My best friends in my entire life I met on this app. I also spent $50,000 the first year I was on Whatnot. One, because I am an addict and I have a problem. Two, lurking and working, exactly. Two, I wanted to support people. I wanted people to learn who I was. I wanted to learn who other people were. So I bought a bunch of stuff. I resold everything that I bought except for eggplants. It's the only thing that I collect. But I bought things. I sold things. I tried to. You going to the parent meeting tonight? Yes, I am. So, yes, ma'am. So I suggest doing that. And it takes time, but that's my biggest piece of advice for your first show is lower your expectations. Also, continue to run things. I used to really like if you sell something in a show, but the customer's payment doesn't go through before the end of the show, what happens? It doesn't sell. If you go to, yay, see you there, Marnie. Oh, parent meeting tonight for football. I'm excited. Red and black, let's go. So I'm glad you love to talk to people because that's good. You stopped selling so I can change my name. You can change your name. Do you have any videos about shipping heavy, larger items? Yes. I have videos on how to create custom shipping profiles, and that will help you to ship larger items. If you don't have a lot of viewers, okay, you should continue to run items. That's what I was going to say. I'm not going to read the chat for a second. Red and black, let's go. You should continue to run items because you don't know who's in your room. I used to really like when Whatnot, you could go back and you could watch, you could see how many viewers you had. You can still now, you have to go to your analytics. But like before, it would say, I did my 24-hour show. My nails are pretty, thank you. I just got them done. My 24-hour show, I had 36,000 people watch that show. 36,000 viewers on that show. At no point, I think at my peak, when I broke the world record, I had 700 and something people in my room. But generally all night there were like 200-300 people. But at the end, you can see how many people watched you for more than 5 minutes in that time period. And there were 36,000 people. So now if you're doing a show and you do a 2-hour show and the entire 2-hour show, you have 4 or 5 people the entire show. But then you look at your analytics after the show and it tells you had 286 people. That means you had 286 people pop into your show and stay for at least 5 minutes. So you had 286 opportunities to make a friend, to make a sale, to get a follow. So if you are negative, if you're not running things, you're not going to get those things. Thank you so much for your tip, Laura. I love you. Thank you for appreciating my time. So if you have something and you run something, so let's say you can't have my apple pie. Hi ho, I love you. I miss you. Let's say I have this apple pie, right? And I'm going to run this apple pie and then it doesn't sell. And I'm like, okay. And then I'm going to run this, Celsius and then it doesn't sell. And I'm like, okay. And then I come back 5 minutes later because it still says I have 5 people in here, but they could be 5 different people. So I'm like, hey, I got this apple pie. And then it sells because there's someone different in here. Also, as a reminder, thank you for your tip, Kathy. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Also, as a reminder, there is live tiles. So I don't even have to be in your room to be watching what you're doing. So like, look, here's Bree. So Bree right now is selling and I can see from outside. She doesn't know I'm in there. She doesn't know I can see her. I'm not showing up on her numbers, but I can watch what she's selling right now. So if I want it, I can click on it. So if you aren't continuously showing things and running things, and you can mute it, whatever the case is, you won't get people in your rooms. That doesn't count as views. No, for all the things, we love you lots. Thank you, City Beautiful Pickers. I love you. Thank you so much. It does not count as your views. So she didn't know that I was there. And it could tell you only have 5 people in your room, but there could be 50 people watching from outside your room. They just don't count as your views because they're not in your room. But they could be watching you hold stuff up And if you held up an apple pie, I'd be like, oh shit, I want that apple pie. Thank you, CLB. Christina's awesome. Oh shit, I want that apple pie, and I click in there. So continue to show things, run things. So you recommend uploading the items for random polls. That's up to you. I prefer random polls because I like to, I know I love apple pies, because I like the surprise. But I go fast. I've been doing this long enough that I can go fast while doing it. If you're new, I do suggest always having things in your buy it now, because again, there's people like me. If I buy something from you and I get free shipping or discount shipping, I'm going to fill my box. I'm going to go into your buy it now and I'm going to buy everything in there until I don't have free shipping anymore, because I want to fill my box. Sandra D, good morning. I love random polls. But people love scan shows. People love preloaded shows. I am not organized enough to do preloaded shows. I also have zero chill and zero. Thank you so much for your tips. I appreciate you. Tips for tips. Thank you. You can ask me a question about shipping, but I'll probably direct you to my YouTube. Hey, would you be willing to allow us to promote? So usually, okay, so this kind of show, tips for tits, Elizabeth. Usually, you also have 207 people in your room. It helps. Yeah, for sure. So, but like I said, when I was at the beginning, I didn't have this many people. Yes, it's the same name on YouTube. So you can get kicked out of the room, you can get banned, you can get blocked, you can get in trouble for asking to promote in shows. This is a little bit different of a thing because it's a talk show. Why? But just be careful. And a lot of people, the reason I say it like that is a lot of people don't know. A lot of people, that's against terms and condition to come in. Good morning, Tara Lynn, to ask that. And also it pisses people off, and people get upset. So come on, it needs to get wild. So just be conscious of that and just asking. So generally when someone says, can I promote my show? No, yeah, that's why I didn't say it in like a mean way. I want you to know, like here, I'm okay right now. But like if I was selling stuff, I would say, She Mean Business. Thank you for your I'm going to run a giveaway right now for She Mean Business. Thank you so much for your tip. I love you. Thank you so much. I'm going to kiss you on the mouth. You're the bomb. Thank you. How do you remember prices on everything? You keep labels. I start everything at $1, so it doesn't matter. No tongue. Don't tell me how to kiss. Just kidding. So just be conscious of that when you go into other rooms, because I do know that you could get yelled at, you could get banned, you could get blocked, and you don't want to block your blessing. I always, a reworker's passion always says, don't block your blessing, and I feel like that's a thing that you have to think about when you go into other rooms is like, let's say you go into Tranquility Antiques. Again, I'm going to keep using her as an example of bad, even though she's the opposite of bad. And if anyone ever says anything bad about her, I will kill you. Every other one of my friends is just like, man, whatever. I'm going to tell you right now, you hurt her, I hurt you, because she's just the sweetest little thing in the entire world. And she's not going to do anything, but I will. Anyway, let's say you go into Tranquility Antiques room, and Tranquility Antiques has a rule. What's up, Michelle? Sorry, I yelled at you. She has a rule that if you ask to promote, she instantly blocks you. Well, Tranquility Antiques is a big seller. She does raid trains. She gives amazing advice. She does all these things, but because you went in there and you did that, she blocked you, and then you're never going to get to see her again. And I can't imagine you never get to see Monica again. That would be sad. Monica's amazing. You should follow her. Also, go follow She Mean Business. No tongue must mean cousins. Kissing cousins? You're kissing cousin? My ex bangs his sister, so there's that. You do you. It's fine. Can you talk me through shipping? I can't. But I can direct you. I have bracelets listed for 1 to 3 ounces, but I think they show up free shipping. So if they go up as free shipping, it's because I am in New York, not Alabama. If it's because you set up something wrong, or because the person that's looking at it gets free shipping. New buyers, new people to the app get free shipping for like $15 or something like that. So I do have all of my shipping videos on YouTube. I only blocked a buyer because he's free stuff and gave bad stars because of shipping price. Yeah, so I have blocked very few people on this app. I have blocked I only block perverts and people who say gross things to me. I don't think, and then there's like once in a while, if you like continuously leave me a bad review or you're continuously trolling me or saying something, I will block you, but generally it takes a lot for me to block you. And I have one person blocked just because I don't like them as a person. And that's it. Unless they call me big sexy. Exactly. I will accept that. I just tried to wink again. I winked with both eyes. That's just blinking. Any advice on show promotions? As a small seller, is it really worth? No. I do not suggest ever promoting your shows, and here's why. Whatnot, I love you, but all of that money goes right to what's up, big sexy, goes right to Whatnot. It does not go to anything else. This app is still, unless you sell sports cards, Funko Pops, maybe shoes, this app is still 90% those categories. The vintage decor, jewelry is only a year and a half old. These categories are so much smaller still on this app. I've paid to promote multiple times so that I could watch the analytics. I've looked at the analytics. I believe it has shown, have you been getting random? Yes. I believe it has shown that they push your show, but they do not push it to people interested in what you're selling. They push it to the people on this app. So if you are going to take my show, I'm going to pay to promote, and you're going to send it to 500 people, but you're going to send it to just whatever 500 people are on the app right now. I'm going to be pushed to the top of their show, but every one of those people is looking for nothing that I'm selling. It is not going to help you at all. But I've seen some people be somewhat successful. I feel like I should pay to promote right now just to test it. We've tested it multiple times. I've seen people be successful. I'm not saying that it doesn't work ever, but I'm saying don't put all of your eggs in one basket. You're not going to get instant success by paying for it. It's like buying followers on other apps. If I buy followers, they're not going to engage with my content. They're not going to push what I'm doing. You're just going to get temporary. You bought a snack box. Now I get all of the snack shows. Exactly. And I had to shut my notifications off for Whatnot, which really upset me because I liked to see when you tagged me and things. I had to shut my notifications off because Whatnot was sending me bullshit. They were sending me shows I had no desire to go to at all, and people that I would never in a million years watch. So it's not directed towards the people you want to direct to. You want to build your community specific to what you're doing. Thank you again, She Mean Business, for your tip. I appreciate you. That one is from She Mean Business. I hope you follow her. So though it will take you more time, spending time on this app, chatting in different streams, modding for people, being on raid trains, building your own community is the best way to gain followers. Paying for it is never going to give you the return on investment. You could get a quick return on investment, but a long term, it's not going to pay. It's not going to be what you are looking for. Shoe guys are not in Victorian fairy lamps. Exactly. How do you get on a raid train? There are people that do specific new seller raid trains. I believe CG Boomerang does them. I do not. I don't put on raid trains. I'm putting on this raid train this weekend. I'm not. I'm just clinging to Cherry Bomb, and she's going to take me with her. So don't ask me to do it. I'm sorry. I don't. It's like herding cats. I can't control myself, let alone 100 of you. How often do you need to do a show? You should do a show as much as you want. Jen Jig, does she still do new seller ones? Jen Jig is another great one. So when I first started, I did a show every Tuesday, Thursday, and every other Friday, no matter what. Now I do a show every single day. I also suggest doing shows in different categories if you have different categories to sell. If you're going to just sell jewelry, then obviously you're going to stay in the jewelry category. But like tomorrow, I'm doing a jewelry show. Today, I'm a community show. Yesterday, I was a vintage decor show. I will do video game shows. I will do comic shows. If you schedule the show in a different category, estate sales, storage units, whatever the category is, you gain different followers in different categories. So the more people will be like, how did you get so many followers? Well, I do a different show every single day. You should also stay on longer. So I know. Okay, everything I'm saying, I'm giving you advice as if it was me talking to me 2 years ago. I know that it's discouraging talking to yourself. I know, like tomorrow, if you come to my jewelry show, my chat is very minimal during a jewelry show. People don't usually talk. It's discouraging to talk to yourself. It's discouraging to not sell anything. It's hard. Don't do the community boost. It's not worth your money. So I get that, but you have to start somewhere and you have to get used to it. I did it. I did a 24-hour show. So when I first started, I would do a show, especially on Tuesday. I would do a 6-8 hour show every single Tuesday. I would start at 9 o'clock in the morning and I would run as long as I could. And the reason I would do that was because I would get people before work, people on lunch, people after work. I'd get East Coast people, West Coast people. And the longer that you're on, the more you're going to be pushed up and the more exposure you're going to get to different people. My following slowed down a lot when I started to just do 1 2 hour shows or 2 3 hour shows. I don't have the stamina anymore. But every single time, like tomorrow, I'm going to do 555 items in 5 hours. Next week, my last show ever in this building, I'm going to do 669 items. I'm going to try to do it in 6 hours. I'll be able to do it in 5 because I'm fast. But those shows, when I do longer time shows, I gain a lot more followers. Yeah, 669, baby. I gain a lot more followers in those shows because I'm on longer. I get more people come in and out and see me and are like, yeah, this bitch is not bad. Everyone, I would like you to go follow Board to Thrift right now. And I would like you to go to my show on Monday. I asked my friends now, could I have done it myself? Yes, but I'm not good at it. And so I sent it to my friends, hey, can one of you please make me a thing for my 669, my last show ever, and I would like you to go see the one that I used because it's Molly. It's not my fingernails. It's Board to Thrift. It's Molly. Most informative chat I've been in. Thank you. I try to be informative. I try to be helpful. Again, I do this for you. I do this for free. I do this to make you better because if you're better, I'm better. I want this you won. I want this community to grow. The community is still a baby community. I have a video on unbundling. I don't suggest ever unbundling. I sell thousands of things a week and I never unbundle. I unbundle maybe once every 6 months. I don't suggest unbundling. Put it in a bigger box. I show you how to put it in a bigger box too. You're so welcome. Thank you. Yeah. Do you like Molly's 669? This is what she did. That's what she did. New seller here and it helps. Good. I'm glad I can be helpful. Why does the app look so different in my computer versus my phone? I don't know. I'm not techie, and I also don't watch shows on my computer because I don't like the way they look. I don't understand anything about anything from behind the scenes. This person. And you need to learn Whatnot terms. Yes, I started sharing my packages I got from different sellers on Whatnot TikTok. Oh, that's a good idea. I love that. Your phone is small. That's why I run. This video will be able to rewatch on my YouTube. I leave all my lives up on my YouTube. The only time they get taken down is if I have music in the background because it's copywritten. But that's why most of my shows I have no music, so you can rewatch this show on YouTube. Thank you. Necessarily to get it is not necessary to get a business license now. You can get a DBA. It depends on how much you're gonna sell if you should get a business license, but you don't need one. What is the best way? You're wicked smart. What is the best way to get saves on shows without promoting? Just talking about them. I also, if you look at my shows going forward, I have scheduled a whole bunch of them. Look at this. Look at how many shows. First of all, let me show you Molly's thing. Look how many shows I got. Look at Molly's thing for me. 669. That's it. Do you recommend streaming out other platforms? Yes. But look how many shows I have. Look how many shows I have scheduled. Hundreds. I have shows scheduled for a year because people will bookmark them. And so I'll gain bookmarks. But I'm also going to tell you something. I moved the show that I have for Monday, my last show ever in this location. I right now have 644 bookmarks on that show. And that isn't going to mean a goddamn thing. I'm sorry I said it like that. That's not going to mean a thing. I have tested that as well. Is it nice to have the bookmarks? Yes. This show had 370 bookmarks. It's a nice thing. It doesn't matter. It especially like people me. How are you doing today? I'm wonderful, thank you. Especially with people like me who have their notifications off. It doesn't matter. It's nice to have. And as long as people have their notifications on and they bookmark your show, they're going to get the notification that you're on. But people who follow you can get that notification either way. I don't. So I bookmark everybody, but I don't have my notifications on. Boom. 2 Ps. You won that giveaway. Thank you so much. Most you have to purchase to rewatch. Yes. So because I live stream from both, I'm multicasting, hi, if you're here from YouTube, I simulcast. So my videos automatically upload to my YouTube so that they're rewatchable. But if you are just going to keep it on Whatnot, you have to buy something to watch. I should do that, and then maybe I'll sell stuff during these shows. I'm just kidding. I don't need to do that. It's fine. When you stream on other platforms, those people can't actually bid. Correct. So like if you're watching me on YouTube right now, again, hello, I love you. Thank you for watching me. But you can't bid. But it has my little link up there, my little barcode, so they can scan the barcode or they can click on it and they can come sign up for Whatnot via my barcode, which is awesome because then I get $5 or whatever, and they can get $15. And then they come over here and they can enter my giveaways or, hang out, buy things, whatever the case is. So if you simulcast. I also, tomorrow during my jewelry show, because I will be with Sarah, you inspired me to build up my Instagram and TikTok. Yay. See, I didn't create an Instagram until I already had Whatnot. People ask that too. Do you have to have other forms of social media? You don't. I created my Facebook and my Instagram after my Whatnot, so that I could build all of them at the same time. And my YouTube I've only had for a year. So I built my YouTube well after I had my Whatnot. My TikTok is the only thing that I had prior. And my TikTok, I have more followers, but my TikTok is not business. The other three are business. My TikTok is more bad dating stories and swearing. Do you have a video on how to simulcast? I don't, because I couldn't figure out how to set mine up. I do suggest following D-Archivist. If you follow D-Archivist, she is who taught me how to do it. And actually, Board to Thrift was the one who set it up on my iPad because I couldn't figure it out because I'm not that smart. But go follow D-Archivist. But like tomorrow, she is the best. I will be streaming I stream on YouTube every time because it goes automatically. I don't stream on Facebook because I'm not quite ready for my Facebook people to see this yet. If they want to, they can download it, obviously. But I don't want to give them easy access to it. And then tomorrow I will be she's smart. She's just very busy. Thank you, Molly. I love you. And then tomorrow I will stream on my TikTok as well. And the only reason I'm going to stream on my TikTok is because I'll be at Sarah's and I use Sarah's iPad for my TikTok. So we'll stream on both on that. I do not like to go live on TikTok because usually those people are not nice. But I'm trying to get better at it and build. Feel like my coworkers will have a hard time. Yeah. So I made an Instagram thing the other day and I'm a lazy bum. And it was like, can I watch your thing? Like, not unless we get real cool about things real quickly. You'll get them. Thank you. Vintage Gypsy Breeze got my back. I just give her a name. Oh, my crows. I forgot to tell you, my crows came back. They ate the things I left them yesterday. And yesterday when I was sitting out back crying, one of the giant crows came back and he was like circling around me. So I talked to him a little bit. I got to get them to come home with me though. They can't stay here. I'm going to be gone. Yeah. He came to comfort me for sure. And they ate their snacks that I left them. So that was good. They did not take away the ghosts. They're still here. They're with me, I think. I think the ghosts just live with me now. Everyone get this giveaway. I think it's for $5. I'm not sure. A giant woodpecker landed on my tree right when you said that. Is that an omen? It might be. A good one, though. You got to talk to birds. I love birds. Big birds, especially. Watch out for them around your house. I'm going to. They are the ghost. Could be. Oh, I got another raid. Honey's home. Honey's home. Thank you so much for bringing your friends over here. I followed you. Thank you for the raid. I love you so much. Everyone go follow Honey's home. How was your show? What were you selling? Thanks, Honey. Have you ever thought of traveling around and selling out of people? Yes. Nurse One, I think that's my goal here. Man, my hair is terrible today. Birds are current day dinos. Facts. I think that that's the goal, is to sell more. Yes, I am going to sell Molly's first. Unfortunately, with the changes in my children's life this year, I have a hard time even staying out past like 9 o'clock. When I went with Cherry Bomb Vintage and Ho to the Mo and we were in Buffalo and shopping, I didn't get home until 11:30 and my son was sitting in his recliner waiting for me to get home. And then when I got home, he got up and went to bed because I was home. Like, I have a hard time leaving for even a day. So eventually that is the goal. Yeah, it was so cute. I think I took a picture of him. He's such a good boy. He was sitting in his recliner and I got home and he got up and he was like, all right, good night, Mom, love you. I'm like, good night. Yeah, shout out Buffalo. So it was super cute. So he is what day did we go? Because I think he's 17, but he's 100. He's been an old man his whole life. And so I just am having a hard time leaving. I'm having a hard time going away, but yeah. So I took this picture. I got home and he was sitting in his recliner. And then almost instantly, as soon as I walked in the door, this old man just gets out of his recliner and is like, okay, I can go to bed now. Waited for me to get home. Yes, he was the one wearing a halter top yesterday. He's huge. He's 6'3", 300 pounds. And he did a cutoff for underneath his football. I was on FaceTime with Ho to the Mo and Michelle and Tranquility Antiques, and Cole comes in. I'm like, why are you wearing a tube top right now? But he wears it so that so that his pads are good, like they don't rub on him, but that he can still breathe and still whatever. I'm like, okay, whatever. Jason Kelsey. Slips his knee. I know, slaps his knee. I can go to bed now. But anyway, the end goal for sure is to travel around and to sell more. And that was the plan when I originally was going to sell this place. And then our lives have changed over the last few months. So eventually that's going to be what we do. But also it's football season and we have football every day. We have football tonight. We have football Friday. We have football every day. So it's going to be, Brimfield would be awesome. So I'm going to be busy for a while. How do you choose what to sell? I sell what I like. Is it helpful to have followers? Thank you for your tip. I appreciate you. If people follow you, it's probably just because you're chatting in here. I sell what I like. I think that that's the biggest thing. I also sell everything. I used to say I'll sell anything that's not nailed down. If it's nailed down, I'll sell that too. It'll just take me a minute to get it up. He reached peak old man when he greets you with, do you know what time it is, young lady? Exactly. So I think that the best way to be a good salesman or to do well with this is to sell what you enjoy, because you can talk about it more. You will like looking at it. You'll like, if you watch my shows, I'll be like, oh my God, look how cute this is. Like, oh, look at this stupid dumb face. Like, sell what you enjoy. That being said, I will literally sell anything. I don't care. I do not enjoy jewelry. I don't wear any jewelry. I'm not a jewelry person. I wish I was, because I wish I was cool and pretty and like fancy and wear jewelry. I'm just not. But I will sell the shit ton of jewelry tomorrow because because I will sell anything. You like my nails? Thank you. I just got them done after I went to the dentist. I rewarded myself. Nana, thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate you. Let's run another giveaway. You buy jewelry because I want to like jewelry. I know. I own jewelry. I own a lot of jewelry. Mackenzie Child, because you made me like that shit. I do like Mackenzie Child. Hey! I was pulling rusty screws out of a deck and thought isn't that so funny? Like when Bree was here, like we're walking around and she's like, New York is so beautiful. And she's like pulling sticks out of the yard. And she's like, I'm going to sell these. And I'm like, I sold a rock out of my driveway one time during my world record show. I sold a rock out of the driveway. I did not get my tooth fixed. I just got a cleaning today, but I did schedule. My tooth is getting fixed on the 15th. I did schedule it because and it's okay. And I'm getting the filling right next to it. And then I have to get another root canal eventually, but it's going to be another like $3,700 or whatever. So I've been putting it off. So driftwood would sell. I like driftwood. I used to buy driftwood. I'm not going to lie. I would find driftwood here too. Driftwood would sell. Your birthday's the 14th. She wanted to do it on the 12th, but I feel like I have something going on the 12th. So I did the 15th, and then I'm getting a tattoo on the 16th. I don't know what the future is going to look like here. I am so glad I finally was able to raid you. I'm so glad you raided me. Thank you. Everyone getting the giveaway. Let's go to Mexico for your tooth. I know. I should. I just need health insurance. I'm just going to, I don't know. I need to get the kids' health insurance too. I got to work on that. Maybe when I can take a day off. No joke. I sold rocks out of my yard when I was a kid. Yeah, you totally can do that. I sold my shop and I am closing 1 week from today. And I'm doing we could be a throuple. I'm doing a show. You really don't need health insurance from Mexico. That's true. I am doing a show on Monday. Go bookmark it. It's going to be my last show ever here. Hi, emoji. 669 items in 6 hours. I'm going to do that Monday. I'm going to pack it on Tuesday. I'll probably go live while I pack just so we can say goodbye. And then I'm going to close on Wednesday. This is a real closing date. This is the official. I signed closing paperwork 2 weeks ago. And my realtor called me yesterday and said that we are officially closing Wednesday the 3rd. And I've only cried 47 times about it so far. It's going to be a great thing. It's a good thing. Yeah, I was supposed to close June 19th. It's been months. Yes, I will still be doing shows. I rented a little office space, and then I'm also going to be doing them like on the road, and I'm going to be doing them from my home. Thank you, isn't her? Yes, it'll be good. This is my job. This is all I do. I can't go anywhere. You're all I have. You're all I have. This is what I do for a living. So I just am going to do it out of other places. I'm a role model. Aim higher. I'm just kidding. I love you. Thank you. That's so sweet. I need to stop thinking so poorly of myself. Also, I think I need bangs. What do you think? Do you think I could pull off bangs? I would never do them. That's the issue. And then I would hate myself. No. Anyway. You know what they say, one door closes, another one. Yes. I love a good fringe too. No bangs. I know. I love that people that are like, have never said a word ever are just like, I'm here to stop you. Don't do bangs. I know. Did you like that? Age does not matter on here whatsoever. Well, except for children. Children can't sell on here. So you need to be an adult. But if you're talking like older age, it does not matter. I'm so original. Thank you. Is the bin the same as the store? No. Your marketplace is different than your buy it now. But your buy it now items go into your marketplace. Your marketplace items don't go into your buy it now. Ash blonde. But you clipped that, Molly? Molly clipped my bangs. It is a bang comb over. She bangs. She bangs. I have yes. I have house wades for Monday. I have really pretty wade houses for Monday that we're going to sell. She moves. She moves. I could be like emo. I never went through a emo style. I was very hippie-ish when I was a kid. Like Peace Frog t-shirts, stars next to my eyes. I went through a lot of hippie phases, not really emo phases. So I don't know how to do the oh shit. That's a good look. I liked the music, but I didn't like dress that. It is a look. I have looked exactly like this since I was 8 years old. Sweatpants and sweatshirts. I ask again, what the hell is happening here? Bangs would be cute. I mean, thank you. I appreciate the positivity. I'll come over and trim them for you. I'll need something. I'll need someone to do them for me every day is the issue because I just don't do my hair. That's fine. Okay. Any other questions that you have? How long have I been on? An hour. It's going to be a short show today because I have to pack the rest of the things from yesterday. I'm very sleepy today. And I'm going to clean. It's going to be completely empty by the time Monday comes around. I have to move the desk. I have to get the sign down. I'm going to move this desk to the office that I just rented because it has the printer on it. Can you say that again about the bin versus shop? Yes. If you have the marketplace, your marketplace shows all the time. Your bin is things that are in per your show. But if you put things in your bin, it shows up in your marketplace. But you put things in your marketplace, it does not show up in your bin. I suggest just putting things in your bin. But if you are like just you're not going to go live or you just want things in your marketplace, like more expensive things in your marketplace is smart. It's important to sell one era type of vintage. No, sell everything. Anything. Yesterday, I'm going to tell you yesterday, I sold linens. I sold a Santa. I sold a disc golf set. I sold marbles. I sold a video game. I sold a bank. I'm just looking around. Hi, Spider. You sell everything. I sold dollhouse furniture. Yes, and I think that those are the shows I like, where you sell everything, no matter what. Hi, Spider. All over the place. You should sell whatever. What is your category when you do that? Generally, I'm in vintage decor or estate sales. If I know that I have a lot, if most of everything I sell is vintage decor, I sell in vintage decor and I just change the listing. If I know that I'm gonna have a bunch of, I sold Kate Spade purse yesterday. If I know I'm gonna have a bunch of random stuff, I do estate sales, or I don't really like the garage sale category, but I usually do estate sales or storage units. Do you ship mostly everything priority mail? Yes. What times and days are best to get on? Whatever time you have the most energy. And I say this now, per Whatnot, the busiest times on Whatnot are Wednesday nights and Saturday nights. I never do a Wednesday night or Saturday night shows. I also don't do night shows. I don't do well in night shows. My crowd is very much a daytime. But I'm going to tell you, I also don't have the energy at night. I do shows Monday through Friday at 8:30 in the morning because that is when I have the most energy. That is when I am the most engaging. And that is when I have built the community of people to watch me. Most of the people that watch me are just my friends who are just at work and just have me on in the background. If you're at work right now, raise your hand. But if you, yes, I've sold 53,000 things. Isn't that crazy? Or we're hate watching. Exactly. Thank you for your tip. I love you. Look at all those little hands working and lurking. All these people are at work just hanging out with me. And I'm my own category. Exactly. But it's whenever you feel the best. I think that is the most important thing. There are strategies to times and days and looking and seeing who's on and should I go on while they're on or whatever the case is. I think you should go on. Yeah, pretending to work. I love that. I think you should go on whenever you feel like you should go on, whenever you have the most energy, whenever you think. Thank you for the tip. All good tips today. No reverse tips needed. Thank you, Molly. That one dude has his own category. Let's make a petition to make a Hodge one. I think a hodgepodge category would be great. Hodgepodge. Do you know what hodgepodge stands for? It's a confused bunch of items. If that's not what I do here, I feel like we should make a hodgepodge category. How cool would that be? But I want to be it. You can be in it with me, but I want to be it. That'd be cool. Do it quick before anyone else does it. So I feel like people have been stealing. Will steal it. Steal my idea. It's not my idea anyway. I didn't have that idea. It was yours. Yeah, Whatnot. Where are you at? Give me a hodgepodge category. That'd be so fun. I love that. Also, I'm really close to 40. What am I at? 46,000 followers. I'm really close to the next one. I was only like 90 something away this morning. So crazy. I love you guys. Somebody's beeping. Thank you. I'm really excited. I'm nervous that when I close and I'm nervous I'm not going to do shows every day and that you guys are going to forget about me. So if we can make a category on me, that would be great. It would make me feel better. Who are you? Who are you anyway? This bitch. Because when I take like a couple days, I haven't taken a day off in 2 years, but if I take a 42,000, so I'm always at 43. I thought I was at 40. I thought I was at 46. I skipped way above apparently. I know. My friend said that I was going to drop them at 40K. And then when they made 40, I said, you made it, but we'll see when we get to 50. I don't know what it's going to look like. There's some things I have to do to change in my like daily life. So right now I go live every single day and I'm not going to be able to do that at least for a little while until I rebuild my inventory and I get my space set and whatever I'm going to do. But like, I'm going to get a dumpster and I did decide there's a couple things that I want to change in my house so that I can do more things there. I don't know. I'm just not sure what it is going to look like in the future. You do know a guy that wants to help. You didn't raise your hand when I said who's watching me at work right now. My house be looking like a hoard thing. I know. So my house, I have kept the hoard. Oh, I got another raid. 5 Little. Thank you, 5 Little. Thank you for the raid. Here, I'll do one more giveaway. Even though I told you the last one was the last one, I'll do another one. Let's do another gift card giveaway. Thank you so much for the raid. Everyone getting this gift card giveaway. I have your name too, mister. Exactly. The Vintage Gypsy Brie. It's not, it wants to be SS Vintage. Wants to be, but yes, a J name. What the hell? Vintage Gypsy Brie has your number. Don't worry. I think Red Chat is the best thing ever invented. To just be able to secretly communicate with me and no one else can see it. I love that for us. SS Vintage so nosy. Did you see the thing I posted on Facebook today? Like, it's the cat, and it's like, I want to be nosy. I don't care what you're doing. How attached to this J is he? How attached to this J are you? How attached to this name are you? Fuck you, Jerry. This is what I posted on Facebook today. It's cute.
You be nosy, but not in a like a judgmental kind of way. Like, I don't care what you do, but I do like want to know. Like, I want to know about it, but I don't care. I don't care, but I would like to know.
That's me. Like, I don't care what you do. I'm not nosy in a judgmental way. I just want to know. I don't care. I just kind of want to know. I want to be nosy. Yeah, it's cool. Very Scorpio. He's a Scorpio. I'm a Capricorn. I'm just aware and alert and want to know all the fucking... Exactly. I just want to know all the things. Thank you again for the raid. I love you. 5 little TS. That freaking fly has got to die. Stuck my thumb in a pie. What's that? Scorpios are amazing. Molly. I want to start selling, but I'm kind of scared to start. Do it scared. I posted that today too. Do it scared. Do it sad. Do it tired. Do it sick. Just do it. Do it. It's scary. I get scared every day. And every day, I'm pretty sure, say my name. I'm pretty sure that you guys are never going to talk to me again. Every day that I log in, I'm like, today's the day. Today's the day they don't come back. Today's the day they forget I exist and no one shows up for me. Hasn't happened yet, but Molly's your new best friend. That's probably a good one to get on her good side. And this one right here, who just said bye. Bitch, bye. Oh, you want to be. Exactly. How early in advance should you schedule a show? Schedule a dozen shows right now. I'm unforgettable. Thank you. That's so nice. You should see the message that Molly sent my ex when it was done. It was wonderful. Ho, too. Hoes were good. After he did what he did. It was pretty awesome. Nothing from Cherry. No new J names. Still. Sorry. How attached are you to this J? Watch for the crabs. Molly has crabs, not me. That they are good friends. And you know what else? I don't know how we got way off topic here, but I was being like attacked in my TikTok comments one time so much that it's Brian now, so much that men were coming from my TikTok to my Instagram to talk shit to me. And I said something in the group chat and instantly Cherry Bomb got on her other account and started trolling every one of those men. She was like, absolutely fucking not, and just started calling out all of their freaking flaws. It was awesome. She's like, what if I call your daughter right now and say that to her? Like, oh, I loved it. It was awesome. So yeah, don't mess with my friends. That's how I feel about Monica too. Hey, you have organizational tips. Oh, I have 0 organizational tips. Look at my life. This is my life. This is how I organize things. I have 0 organizational tips. Boops. The real question is, does he have health insurance? He does have health insurance. That is the real question. What's my wheelhouse? That's, you need an OCD boyfriend. I think I would drive you nuts. I'm pretty sure you would not last a week in my real life. You would hate yourself and me. I'm pretty sure. Ask Molly. Ask Molly. Me and Cherry Bomb are very similar, so you can't ask her because we're the same. Molly has tried to help me. Yeah. Molly has driven here to help me. And then just been like, F you, you're an idiot. Is drinking even allowed and whatnot? It is. You can drink. You cannot be visibly intoxicated. But you can drink. I don't think you can smoke on live, but you can drink on live. But you can't be visibly intoxicated. Oh, my postman's here. Do you rewatch the show to see what you bought? I watch video receipts. So if you buy this right now, it will give you like a 5-minute or a 30-second like video receipt, and I'll go back and I'll watch video receipts. Or I write your name on it. But tomorrow, You're naturally intoxicated. I love it. Or Monday when I do my 669. What the hell was that? When I do my 669, I have arranged already on the floor like numbers. And so I will run things off of the number and I'll put it back on the number. So then when I go to pack, it'll be like, okay, this person bought number 7, number 312, number 585. And I will just go pick up those 3 numbers and ship those. 69. Bored to thrift purchase a juggler. Yay. They should pay me to promote. You know what's funny? When I did my world record show, my 24-hour show, Heather, Thrifted Home Co., reached out and Celsius was supposed to send me a care package and they never did. Good morning. How are you today? I'm good, thank you. Oh, thank you so much. That IKEA bag's awesome. No, that's okay. I appreciate it. This one's for you. Okay, great. Anywhere's fine. Thank you. Does it tell you if someone bought multiple items or do you have? Yes, it tells you what they bought. Were you the first to do a 24-hour show? No, I think other people had done 24-hour shows, but it wasn't happening often for sure. Are you doing a jewelry sale tomorrow? I'm doing a jewelry sale tomorrow. 555 items, 5 hours jewelry tomorrow. Another juggler. Thank you. Was she the coolest? Yes. Yes, I did 24 hours. I was the coolest to do it for sure. And Molly, that was the first day I ever met Molly. She drove here from Tennessee to help me. Just rather take a beating than do a 24-hour show. It was a lot. It was fun. I've done 2 now. I did for my 22,000 followers, I did a 22-hour show. I did 2,200 items in 22 hours. And then I did the 24-hour show was the world record show. And then I think those are the only 2, like the longest ones that I've done. I want to do another one. I was thinking for 48,000, I would do a 48-hour show. But the first to do all auctions by herself. Correct. So usually people who do 24 hours or 48-hour shows or whatever, they have partners or they have people that do it with them. I did it myself. I auctioned everything by myself. I sold everything by myself. So I did it all myself and I packed everything by myself. Can you share what you made during those shows? My 24-hour show, I made $18,000. 48, oh shit, so we're gonna watch you nap. I know, right? Can you do anything and everything? Yes, you can do everything and anything. That was the show that I sold a rock out of my yard. How many orders did you get? I auctioned 1,748 items. I sold, I think like 1,800 or something like that. But my 22-hour show, I sold 2,258 items in that show. I sold more in that show, but I didn't auction. So the world record was the number of items auctioned in a 24-hour period, not sold, because that didn't, things out of my Buy It Now didn't count. I had to physically auction them myself. You're the person who sold a rock out of their yard. Yes, that was me. That's not the postmaster. No, that's postman. I hear our scanners. Yeah. Hide your dogs. You might be slightly crazy. Slightly. I'm pretty crazy, honestly. But like the same thing with like why I'm doing the 222, 333, 444, 555. Like I'm doing 555 in 5 hours tomorrow. I'm doing 669 in 6 hours is because I get bored or I get stagnant or I have to set myself these goals or crazy things to try to accomplish so that I keep myself moving and motivated. And that's how I motivate myself. So the reason I want to do a 48-hour show is just to, 1, see if I could do it, and 2, to motivate myself to do it. But I don't have enough product to do a 48-hour show. When I did the 24-hour show, my store was packed. I had a packed full store. I had 200,000 items in the store. And now I don't have 1,000. I don't have anything left. It's all gone. How do you run multiple of the same listing, but still have to count one item sold towards your first 1K transactions? How do you don't. So that's why I suggest, so it has to be sold separately to count towards your transactions. So that's why I don't bundle and run. It'll bundle in shipping, but if you bundle and run, it'll only count as one item. Come to my shed, you can get 36 hours at least. Your dogs yes, your dogs have entered the chat. Do you ever find yourself stressing to get stock? Yes, all the time. especially in New York, I only have another maybe month to really capitalize on the area and get items. And then everything shuts down for 6 months. There's no estate sales, there's no garage sales, there's very few auctions, there's nothing that happens in New York. People aren't selling things. So unless I buy before I would buy entire houses and so, or take road trips, but I would have my tractor trailer full, which is gone, my trailer full, which is gone. Like I would have things that would sustain me through the winter, and this now I do not. And so I am stressed about that. But I am going to go to an auction, I believe, on Saturday, and this auction has 500 hen on nests. But it's a collector, and I'm sure things are going to be expensive. So I don't know how much I'll actually be able to get from this auction, but it is definitely an auction that I could, yeah, Molly, look it up. On AuctionZip, it's crazy the amount of stuff that she has. So I'm going to go to this auction, which is great, but I don't know how much I will be able to actually get, but it'll be nice stuff that hopefully. Do you go to thrift stores? I do, but our thrift stores around here are junk, are generally nothing. I'm going to reach out to some, like I have auction, or he's a couple hours to the east of me. I don't have inventory for the first show. I'm kind of stressed, like 20 items. That's fine. You can do a show with just a few items, but I do have like antique stores that want me to sell for them. Like I've sold, if you guys have been here a little while, have a good day. Thank you. There's a couple antique stores around here that like me to go there and sell their stuff, especially in the winter because it's slow for them. So I will be able to do that in the winter, things like that. But those are more expensive shows. I will source from you here. I would appreciate that. What would you suggest for beginner's inventory? At least, I would say at least 50 items, but do you feel it's best to load your bin? Yes. You think you should have your bin loaded all the time. Have you noticed the stuff that used to cost cents in yard sales and stuff? Yes. And that's a lot. And that's made it real difficult because I feel like as buyers, we still want to pay just very little money. But I went to an estate sale the other day, and she had precious moments listed at $50, $60. She had used highlighters at 50 cents a piece. She had thimbles at $2 a piece. I was like, what are you even doing here? But a lot of people are like looking things up on their phones. Like Sarah sources for me a lot. And Sarah went to a guy's house the other day who had Annalise. And he was like, well, look it up with Google Lens, and whatever it says on Google Lens, I'll take half of that. And she was like, okay. She's like, but on Google Lens, they can have it listed for $80. Doesn't mean that's what it's going to sell for. She's like, that's not how you price things. Like, how much do you want per item? Like, if that's what you want to do, you do it. I'm not going to go through with a Google Lens and tell you what they say. So unfortunately, that is killing us too. Give us a little scan of your empty building. How do you plan on continuing? I don't know. I don't have a good plan. Here's my building. Oh shit, FedEx is here. It'll be empty tomorrow. Let's see what FedEx is bringing me today. Yeah, check the solds, exactly. How do you handle the federal tax side of whatnot? Don't ask me, I owe the IRS $100,000 and I haven't done my taxes yet this year. I do not. I hate taxes. I hate taxes with every bit of my being. I am moving, yeah. Let's see what we're getting today. Next question, exactly. I'd Google Lens, eBay sold. Good morning, how are you? I'm wonderful, thank you. Thank you, you too. Yeah, I pay the IRS $488 a month for the rest of my life. It's fine. My accountant has always said, pay the state because the state will take everything from you, but make a payment plan for the IRS. So that's what I did. It's better. She said the IRS doesn't care as long as you're making an attempt, but the state will take everything you own. So every year I pay the state off and then I just continue paying the IRS. It's not really $100,000 anymore, but it's quite a bit. We do great prices so that people can buy for personal and sell. That's good. Only 3 people work there right now. That's true. So it's funny, when I wanted the extension, my accountant's son called me and he was like, you can do quarterly payments. Yeah. He was like, you can need to make a payment. You can make a payment towards it and then file the extension. And I said, well, what if I don't? Because it was going to be like $10,000. I said, what if I don't do that? And he was like, well, you can just file the extension, and when you file, pay whatever when it comes time. He's like, and if they catch you between now and then, lotto tickets and scratch all night, exactly. If they, between now and then, they can just make you pay the whole amount. I said, oh, so either way, I'm going to pay. And he said, yeah. I said, well, then F it. No one works at the IRS right now. Thanks, ThriftWorks. No one works at the IRS right now. I'll wing it. I'll take my chances, and I'll take my chances that I can make it to September without filing and without a fee. And here I am. I'm going to file next week. So what if I don't give you everything I own? Yeah, I know. So what if I don't do that? What if I don't pay you? It's mainly, unfortunately, it's not so much this business as the other business. There's no prison, exactly. There's so high risk, high reward at this point. There's no overhead in the other business, and the other businesses, I'm not going to give you illegal tax advice right now. Don't hide money from the government. Anyway, I am moving. I sold this store. I sold my location. I am no longer in need of a physical storefront because life is exciting if you're not under threat of prison time. Exactly. But the IRS can put liens on things. Yes, if you're not making payments or if you're not making an attempt. If you make a payment to the IRS, if you make a payment plan, Darren, if you make a payment plan with the IRS, they'll be nice to you forever. They don't care as long as you're making an attempt. But if you don't, you can go to prison. They can put liens on shit. They can take things too. But if you pay them, they don't care. Or if you don't file. But I know people who have never filed their whole life. I know people who used to file and don't file anymore. I know one person, and I've been waiting for this person to get caught and go to jail because they have a very high paying, very public job and haven't filed their taxes last time I talked in 8 years, and I haven't talked to this person in 3 years. So in 11 years, I'm going to say haven't filed their taxes, and they make a lot of money. Is the president? I got jokes. You'll never go to prison for not paying. You go to prison for not filing. Yeah. So it's very interesting to me how taxes are always very interesting to me. And to be fair, most of the taxes that I owe are due to my poor choice in accountant a few years ago. And no, like they get an actual W-2 and they don't file. Like not just an illegal person, like doing drugs or selling drugs or whatever. Like a trackable income. And she has not filed in 11 years. Everyone does their own. Exactly. So with my previous accountant really screwed me over for a couple years. That's why I owe the IRS so much money. My new accountant, lifesaver. And I'm pretty sure I would do anything for her. And I feel really bad because every time I show up, she just smiles and shakes her head at me. Like, what are you doing? I don't know, Kim. I'm so sorry. Never leave me. I love you. Selling drugs is a tempting career. I'll catch up with you and then you'll end up in jail. Don't go to jail. I'll miss you. I gotta get off. What are we doing? I've been here an hour and a half. I told myself I was gonna be one hour. Freedom is good. Exactly. I love you guys. Look at Christine being the voice of truth. I know. Who would have thought? Not me. Let's go raid Van. She gets mad every time I raid her, but I love her. Just the thousands in categories. I don't know what that's. I love you. Have a good day. I'll see you tomorrow.